Yeah, hello, my homies. One smart cat doing some Unmatched, the digital edition. And I'm assuming you are here because my thumbnail came out badass. But before you go, let me tell you what this is. I've done a few videos on this game before. Unmatched is a board game series that they have made into a digital edition. Let me jump over here so you can take a look at some of the stuff. It's basically a 1-for-1 of the board game. What the board game is you're able to take all these different people, and we have people like Alice, we have people like Bigfoot, Beowulf, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, all these different people, and you face them against each other in an arena. Everybody has their own abilities and everybody has their own deck that does different things, has different attacks, has different defenses. And honestly, it's a really fun game. If you know the board game, then this digital version is like 1-to-1 to the board game, which is really fun and really pretty. Like, honestly, one of my favorite parts about this game is just the art style of all the different cards and all the different characters that they have put into this game. And since my last video, because I have done a couple of videos, I'll put a link to the playlist up in the top right. 2 new characters have come out since then. That is Dracula and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I'm going to do a match between the 2 of them today. Now, when it comes to the digital version of the game, there is a player base to it. It's not massive, but there are always people playing the game. But the honest truth is the best way to play this game is with one of your friends who also likes, arena board games. If you don't know anything about Unmatched, the board game, or, the digital version either, I'll just go over it real quick. Everybody has their own health, everybody has their own movement, and everybody has their own passive ability. That's what Dracula's is right here at the start of his turn. He may deal 1 damage to a fighter adjacent to Dracula. Now, some of the heroes, the main figures are called heroes, including Dracula. They have sidekicks. Dracula comes with 3 sidekicks. They're called the Sisters, and each one of them has 1 health. There's other people that have sidekicks, like Robin Hood comes in with these outlaws. Sherlock Holmes comes with Dr. Watson, but there's also other people who don't come with anything. Jekyll and Hyde doesn't have a sidekick. Jekyll and Hyde's health, their movement, and this is their passive ability. You start the game as Dr. Jekyll, and at the start of your turn, you could be either Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. When you're Mr. Hyde, after you move, you take a damage. The way that his deck works is some of his cards work whenever he's Dr. Jekyll, and some of them work whenever he's Mr. Hyde. And he's also able to do a bunch of different cards that let him heal. So even though he's losing health whenever he's Mr. Hyde, he is still pretty viable since he's able to get his health back in a bunch of different ways. Here's Dracula and all of his cards. I'm telling you, the art is so fucking good. That's why I actually do have the physical version of this game as well. And it's just because the art is so fucking good. All of that being said, let's jump into a match. I am doing it against the AI just because that's easier to record. We don't have to worry about somebody else taking a long time on their turn. So let's get into it. I'll go ahead and skim through the maps as well. The maps are very beautiful, very colorful, very nice to look at. So we're going to play on Soho just because I've never played on this map before. I'll use this time to fill you in once again if you've never seen this game. All of these different portions on these circles, each one of them is an area. There are different abilities on cards that affect anybody who's in the same area. Also, if you are able to do a range attack, you're able to hit anybody in the same area. I don't think Dracula and Jekyll and Hyde have range attacks, so we're not gonna have to worry about that. But there will be cards that are affected by, what area you're standing in. So all of these circles would be one area for this road texture right here. And all of these circles would be in the area of the yellow brick. All of these would be in the area of this, orange pattern, and so on and so forth. All right, getting our cards. I am playing against the AI on hard, so he may kick my ass because sometimes the AI is pretty decent in this game. All right, so he's over there right now. Choose a starting place for my sidekicks. So my sidekicks can come out anywhere in the same area that I'm in. I have 3 of them. I think starting off, I'm going to put one on this side. And I'm going to put 2 basically like defending me against Hyde. Because I'm not sure how Hyde's going to play. Jekyll and Hyde. But I'm assuming that he's going to come at me pretty quick. We'll take this time to look at some of my cards. Faint. So up here in the top left are what kind of cards there are. I can use this as attack or defense. I can use this as attack. I don't have a straight up defense card right now. This is like an action card. Like it just does something on its own. I haven't played as Dracula yet, so I do have to read some of these cards.
The dusk has fallen.
So I can do my passive here because I have these 2 ladies next to me. I can do 1 damage to them. And if I do, it'll let me draw a card. And I'm not going to do that yet. But that's one of the reasons for them. It's literally just so I can drain them and draw cards. The other way that you draw cards in this game is by clicking on this to move. You get to use your movement and you get to draw a card. My pieces also have the same movement that I do, so they are able to move up to 2 spaces. I'm actually going to pull her in behind me because I think I am going to drain her blood next turn. So this one is a defense card. This is something I can use whenever I'm being attacked. I can also use one of these cards right now to throw it away. That way I can get extra movement. But I don't think I need that right now. He's pretty healthy. He starts at 16. I only start at 13. That's kind of scary. I'm going to move in to fight him. And I'm actually going to keep my ladies back. So I can use this to suck their blood and heal myself. I think that's a good idea. So I'm not going to be able to attack him yet because I already used movement for my first action. And I've already used movement for my second action. So this will be the end of my turn right here. All right, so he's getting ready to hit me. You can see it right over there. So the way that this works is he's using one of his cards and they have up here in the number on the top left. That's how much attack you have. If his card is more than my card, then he does damage to me. If my card is more than his card, then I don't do damage to him. I just don't get hurt. Immediately return your opponent's attack card to their hand. Look at their hand and choose an attack or versatile card. So I could make him play whatever I want, and I get to see his hand. Being able to see his hand is huge. So can I make him use a defense card? He has a lot. Dr. Jekyll is honestly really scary. Not Dr. Jekyll. Mr. Hyde is really scary. He looks like he can put out a lot of damage. It has to be an attack card or a versatile card. Okay, so we know that he has some very high attack cards. We'll just make him use this. That way he doesn't hurt me right now. That's scary. His attack cards are really, really high. He's attacking me again. And he's probably attacking me with one of those level 4 cards. I'll just go ahead and use this. He's probably going to beat me and do damage to me. But at least he won't do 4 damage to me. right. He did 2 damage to me instead of 4, because 4 minus 2 equals 2.
The dusk has fallen.
Maybe I want to get away from him and make him run around so he'll lose health. If you won the combat, place Dracula. See, because these are actually sister cards. These aren't even Dracula cards. Let's do ambush and get rid of one of his cards. Move any. I'm getting all my sister cards. Where are my Dracula cards? Nah, we're not gonna have enough. So what happened there is I took one of his cards and I got to add his boost value to my attack. The boost value is that circled number in like the middle of the middle of the card to the right. All right, well, he moved away. I'm gonna go ahead and do movement as well. And I need one of my sisters to stay alive. That way I can use these sister cards. But okay, I can't do that. I'll do that. Do that. And we'll move her. She's going to be my attacking sister. Both of these sisters, I'm about to suck their blood. At the start of my next turn. Because that's my second action right there. Is he Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde right now? Is there a way for me to know? I can still see these 2 cards in his hand. It keeps track. If you ever look at somebody's hand, it keeps track of what it is. And it lets you see what their discard is. And it lets you see what's left in their deck list. Like, it gives you a lot of information whenever you're playing, which is really, really cool. So I'm not going to use my ability because I don't want to smack one of them and draw a card. I already have enough cards. I'm going to do Prey Upon, though. And I'll smack both of them and I'll gain some health back. What? What happened? Oh, it only works on opposing fighters. Oh, I gotta do it to hide. Well then, that does not work. Move any fighter up to 2 spaces. After moving, deal 1 damage to the moved fighter for each sister. What? Move any... Oh, so I could surround him with my sisters. And he'll take 1 damage for each sister that's around him. Ooh, we should do that. That's fucking cool. I've never played Dracula before. So I'm kind of learning on the fly. All right, sisters. We're going to do that. Let's go get him. see if we could trap him in here. Yeah, we're coming for you. I don't know how many cards I can have in my hand at once. We're getting him surrounded. Dracula recovers 2 health. Return a defeated sister. Ooh, okay, so I can get one of my sisters back. During combat, this card's value is +1 for each sister in the same zone as the opposing fighter. Okay. So the sisters are more than just sucking their blood. there is more to them. I do have a full hand. We'll get rid of one of these. Ooh, that's 3 attack though. That's really good. All right, so we have to make sure to use one of my cards. Move any fighter up to 2 spaces. After moving, deal 1 damage. Place Dracula in any adjacent. Alright. This sister's going to battle. Go get him, sister. I believe in you. It's gonna be. Damn it. Since we got the same number, he won. And he's gonna heal 2 life. He can't go over his regular 16 though, so that's okay. This is not going well for me. We did use one of our cards though, so we can do another one. Ooh, during combat you may discard any number of cards from your hand. This card value is +1 for each card you discard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That could almost be like a one-hit fucking kill. Okay. Let's start moving in. See if we can get him to go. If he goes in here, we might be able to swoop in with all of our sisters and do some pretty decent damage. Go this way, you motherfucker. He did it. You fool. No, don't kill my sister. I need her to stay alive. I need her to stay alive, so we're going to do this. For defense, he shouldn't be able to beat me. After combat, move up to 2 spaces, transform to mid-side. Don't move! Stay there! The computer's too smart. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, so he's Mr. Hyde.
The dusk has fallen.
Oh, he did stay there. Nice. Okay, that's how I know if he's Mr. Hyde or not. Okay. Okay. So we want 1 thing of movement to put her right there. She's gonna stay. She's gonna go right there. We're gonna start bringing in my Dracula. And then that's it for that action. And then move any fighter up to 2 spaces, deal 1 damage to move to the moved fighter for each. Oh, we need to move him. I really need to read these cards better. It's okay. This still works. He's still going to take 2 damage. Okay. We have him surrounded. I think I'm going to let the sister go down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's no reason to let her go down. We'll try to defend her. Ooh, no, she's still going to go down. Fuck. Well, that opens up for my Dracula, though. Hi. Are you gonna hit me? Fuck, he's gonna hit me. Holy shit. Ow, that hurt.
The dusk has fallen.
Yeah, hit him. Hit that motherfucker. 7. So we get +1 for each one of the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I do 11 damage. What does he have in his hand? 11 minus 4. So I'll still do 7 damage to him. I mean, that'll put us about equal. During combat, this card value is +1. Ooh, you know what? Let's do this first. If I can get rid of that defense card, I can do a shit ton of damage to him. Okay, so he didn't put anything on the field. Fuck. I wanted to get that defense card. All right, we still did 4 damage to him. And now I'm gonna get rid of all of these cards. So what will that be? That'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll do 6 damage to him. Fucking the computer's smarter than he saved this. Like him not using this card literally kept him from dying. Ooh, this is gonna be... So neither one of us have any cards anymore. So it's all gonna depend on what we draw.
The dusk.
All right, so he drew 2 cards. I mean, I just need to stay on his ass. Move any fighter up to 2 spaces after moving duel. Ooh, yes, that's fucking perfect. Oh, wait, cancel. I need to end my movement. Okay, now I use this. So now we can move him here, and he's going to take 2 damage from that. Ooh, what a perfect card to draw. So now I just need to draw a sister card, a decent sister card or a decent Dracula card, and I can fucking get this guy. He can heal, though. He can heal with Dr. Jekyll. Ah. Why did you just do 2 damage to me? What's happening? What? That's some bullshit.
I was dead already.
Oh, wow. He fucked me up. Where did that 2 damage come from? Am I able to see what the cards were? I can't see what the cards were. That was a really close game, though. That was fun. This game is like fucking fun. And like I said, the hard copy of the game is like great to look at because the colors and everything and the art is fucking awesome. When it comes to like a digital version of a board game, this is 1-to-1 to the board game. And that's awesome because the board game is awesome. I will get my fucking revenge. Maybe not with Dracula. The Invisible Man is coming out soon, and I'm very, very excited about the Invisible Man coming out. So I will definitely do another one of these once the Invisible Man comes out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I see you in another one of my videos. And wee!